Hello and welcome. This is St. Nicholas. I just wanted to do a quick update with the new patch, of course, and just cover it. So we've got this, and here are the two things that are really important: Tomb Kings and Lizardmen. So let's start. Tomb Kings. Yeah. So you can read this now. The big things are number one, finally, confederations have been improved. So pretty much Collegiate Contempt can confederate each other, etc. and Arcane can confederate anyone except the other guy who's the rival, which I think makes sense because, Cetra, you can't confederate him because Cetra does not serve, and Cetra cannot take control of Arcane because Arcane is. Well, no one can take control of him unless you stars him and you're the player because, he won't submit to anyone. He'll be destroyed. Or he'll be his own guy, working for Nagash, I guess. And yeah, Canoptic Jars. Garrison Sally. So is that like the Kislev Ataman thing where you can make settlements attack settlement garrisons? I hope so. That'd be kind of cool. And the new banners to the mortuary call. Okay. Also, this just seems like a good change. More skills. I don't really know what that'll mean, but that's cool. Technology tree. Huh. Alright, so it looks like they'll increase the unit capacities in a very substantial way, which will be helpful because the whole. You know how Tomb Kings work, I'm sure. And Books of Nagash. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. They're all clustered around here. Yeah, having one in the Empire there or thereabouts, it seems. That makes sense, because if you've read Vampire Wars, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so. Dune Restoration? That's like, Demons Reforged, right? Pyramids, cool. Always like when you've got the special upgrade or special building. Unique building? Is that what it's called? I don't remember. Sorry. Lizardman. Okay, thank you, technology tree. It won't make my eyes bleed to look at it. So, let's see. Okay, so that's the economy and that's the war. Wait, Nikai has his own tech tree? I mean, okay. I don't quite get that, but okay. I mean, I haven't played the patch yet. And economy. Wait, hold up. Thank you! Oh, I wish I'd had that when I played my tic-tac-toe. Yes. Thank you! That'll help a lot. And interesting that they're talking about real distance. Okay, I don't really know how this matters with the siege update. I mean, I'm sure it's thought out. Okay, minor blessings, that's cool. Oh, hold up. Lord Mastamundi now starts with Soul Quench in campaign. Good! Good! Thank you! This is what we should be seeing. I understand that they can't have the wizard characters or the non-wizard characters that matter show off all the powers that they canonically have in the novels, but still, thank you, because he has a rough start. And that sounds good. So, okay. I Okay, I don't really have much to say about that. Ooh, blessed units. Huh. So Interesting. So, spying sequences via missions, right? So, I guess you do missions and rites and commandments to, like, buy the currency to summon these guys? If that's the case, okay, I guess. Trait rebalance. Good, always good to see that. Wait, Outbreak? Hold up. They're improving Outbreak. That's nice. About time. Ooh, Keymaster. Bound Spell Infernal Gateway? Mmm. That looks strong. Oh, Intelligent gives spell intensity? That's awesome. Uh, okay, so... Not really sure what to make of this. Okay, locations. Sure, blood splatter, whatever. Audio doesn't... Wait, hold up. Ooh. They're having Albrecht get his own voice lines? That's nice. Recorded a new Brentanian Lord. So, does that mean they are creating a new Lord who you can play with? Or does that mean they've changed the generic guy's name? I don't know. And yeah, it's whatever, behind the scenes. So yeah, this looks very positive. So this brings up something I wanted to talk about, and this part I'd like to direct to CA and even GW if they care, I don't know. But essentially, it's about Teclis. I know this will probably, if it does come, it'll come in the Tides of Torment DLC, I'm certain. So I'm not upset about it, I'm saying exactly, but it is a concern. And so, of course, Tyrion, he needs something like Karl Franz's mechanic, something similar, but give it a nice elfy spin. Maybe make it better, because elves are the best species. But anyway, Teclis. What he needs a Colleges of Magic mechanic like Gelt, for that matter, Marathi does too. I expect he'll get there. He really needs the option to maybe something like Imric, where you can teleport. Well, Imric or Gelt, like you could maybe teleport back to and take possession of Safari after doing like a mini story arc here, or maybe you can confederate Safari, or you can refuse and stay down here. It's all about giving people more options, and it's a very weird start position. I don't hate it, exactly, but I think people should have the option, if you want to play Teclis as the master of Safari and fight over the donut and like wage war against Malekith, or I don't know, you want to conquer Britannia, or go into Norsca or whatever. I think you should have the option to do that with him. But even more important, perhaps, than teleporting to Safari, and that's controversial. I mean, yes, Colleges of Magic mechanic for Teclis, the most important thing. But to me, what I really think he needs is a change to his skills, because, he's got all the red skills and the blue skills, yeah, it's fine. His special stuff, that's pretty alright, I think. Potion, whatever. His ability to get every lore attribute of the 8 Winds and high, I think is awesome. Though I think it's kind of weird it's restrained until level 10, but okay, maybe it's game balance or whatever. And then Manifold Sorcery, that's great. The problem is... Well, let's start with his trait. It's okay, but I think it should have more. And we'll get to that in a moment. His spells, he's got a good spell list. A very good spell list, especially because you can... Level 2, Flock of Dew. Level 3, get Chain Lightning. That's the fastest way to get a high tier spell in the game like that, I think. By skill points, so that's awesome. And Flames of the Phoenix, Bound Fiery Convocation, pretty good. And I know what that's a reference to, which is awesome. and more uses of fireballs, so you'll have 6. However, however, you'll notice he can't actually use any high magic spells other than Bound Fiery Convocation, which isn't even a spell for him. It's a bound spell, you know what I mean? I think they should change that. I think what should be is that each of these should be effectively 2 things. That's to say, like, maybe he starts out knowing Flock of Doom and Enfeebling Foe, and maybe for Flock of Doom he also knows, I don't know, Hand of Glory, and maybe under this there is Apotheosis and the rest. And I don't think it'd be overpowered, especially because he already has Nat, Flaming Sword, Chain Lightning Regrowth, so I don't think it'd be overpowered. I think it would be really fun. Also, he's a noted master of high magic, so he should be able to cast it, and I think you'd have the toggle. It'd be like over here, and you toggle it mid-bow. That's with Manfred's like that. Manfred's always had 2 lores since Warhammer 1, by the way. But yeah, I think they should do that. I think they should change that, and also, I understand the limitation of the disc. I'm just thinking. So he has beasts, shadows, light, fire, heavens, life, and a bit more fire with his bound spell, which is kind of weird. I would have thought would have been the light version, Burning Gaze, from what he does the novels, but whatever. Fireballs, I mean, if it's free, it's okay, I guess. But I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe it should be his trait. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe in Flames of the Phoenix, or maybe up here. I'm just thinking, maybe give him a couple uses of bound spells for metal and death. Like, maybe even not the very good spells. Maybe give him the worst metal spell and the worst death spell as bound spells. I don't know. I just think he should be able to conjure effects from all the winds in their normal states, and they should have the full spectrum of high magic, and they should pay for it and it developing along this, because, he's the best wizard of all time, except maybe Nagash, and, well, on his own, because, I mean, yeah, the Slaanesh can do bigger things, but they can only do that because they are drawing power from their entire geomantic web. But yeah, I just thought I'd share my thoughts. I do have high hopes.
Heat is intolerable.
And I understand that, of course, it'll take a little bit because the whole Tides of Torment, that's when they will release any changes for Elves, I'm certain. I really love this game and this faction, so I'm just hopeful that they can make Teclis more fun to play and really feel fully like the incredible sorcerer and master of all 8 winds, as well apart and as well as together in high magic that he should be. Thank you so much for watching. If I provide value in any way, please feel free to subscribe.